How you guys doing? This is Jason, back again with another video, another unboxing, and possibly a first look. But this device is just a little unique. So, when I say unique, there's a company. We've talked about them before. I've actually had a couple of their phones on my channel. The company's called Unihertz. And while they're not a mainstream phone company and most of their phones fill a unique niche product, they do develop some pretty ingenious devices. And if you look on my channel, you'll see I recently did one on their Luna, which had a back panel that lit up kind of like the Nothing phone, if you're familiar with that. They also have a new Jelly phone, which is their really tiny series phones. There's a Jelly version that just was released that has LEDs on the back as well that light up. But they're synonymous with making a lot of BlackBerry-esque physical keyboard phones, a phone with a watch face on the back. I could go on and go on. But today there's something that I found online, but I could not find on their website. This is the Unihertz, I don't know if you can see that, like embossing, Unihertz Tank 2. Yes, I said 2. On the website, they do have a Tank 1. I'm not really familiar with that phone, but this is the Tank 2. This is the sequel. It says $88.49. I want to say that's the seller that sold this. I don't know for sure, but either way, on there you can see some embossing. It says Tank 2 on the side and on the other side. And on the back, it gives you some brief 12 gigs of RAM, 256 gigabytes of storage, a 15,500 milliamp hour battery, a 6.7-inch display, an octa-core CPU. It says it has LTE, WLAN, Bluetooth, GPS, NFC. It's IP68 water and dust resistant, and the cameras are 108 megapixel autofocus, 32 megapixel, 64 megapixel night version, and a 16 megapixel wide. So it doesn't really go into a lot of details, but this is the Tank 2. Now, before we get into it, there are some things that kind of separate this from the pack, which kind of make it interesting. So this has a laser projector built into it. So I believe it's on the top, and it does have a laser projector. It has, we talked about before, 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of ROM, but it's expandable with the storage is expandable with a SD card, and the 12 gigs of RAM can be up to 22 gigs of RAM with their extended RAM function, where it kind of uses some of the storage in the unit to double as RAM. We talked about the 108 megapixel camera, a 64 megapixel camera, which was super night vision, and the Luna phone had it too. And it was kind of neat. It's kind of like if you ever have a smart camera and you put it in night mode, it illuminates like the IR lights and everything's black and white. That's kind of like what this does. So it's kind of interesting if you're out and about in the evening. It has a double camping light and a red and blue warning light on the back. The chipset is the Helio. It's a MediaTek Helio G99. I'm going to assume it's pretty budget. That 99 they use in a lot of their phones, they're not powerhouses by any means. And like I said, it does have 15,500 milliamp hour battery plus 66 watt fast charging, no wireless charging. This starts about $399.99, and it's amazingly sold on AliExpress, so it's become right from China. The laser projector is 40 lumens, so it is not bright. You're going to have a pitch dark room to use this. I'm going to open it up so you guys see what it comes with, and then I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to try to get a video of me using it on a projector screen. I got a pretty dark room. I can try that. It's a 1280 by 720 projector, so it's only 720p, but again, you're sitting out at night and you're camping or you're out at a campsite, you throw this on a screen, entertain the kids. I think it's a kind of an interesting concept. It isn't the first time it's been done. I think Motorola had this on one of their, I forget what the series was called, but they had the phones that you could detach the back and add other things. They had a printer, they had a projector, and that worked pretty good too. Like I said, it has camping lights on the back, and they're pretty bright. And then, like I said, a 16 megapixel wide angle, 108 megapixel main camera, and 64 megapixel night vision camera. And this is going to be a chunkus of a phone, because it's got a 15,500 milliamp hour battery. So this is not going to be your daily carry. But I think if you're going out somewhere and you don't want to have to worry about damaging a phone, this is probably going to be built like a tank, obviously, and you're going to have cell service, and you're going to be able to stream stuff if you're in an area where that covers. So again, this was ordered from AliExpress, and I don't know if it was a pre-order thing, but they also came with a couple free things, and we'll open those up in a second. But let's get to the phone. Usually these Unihertz companies, this company usually pretty good about giving you cases and stuff, but maybe they don't, because I think one of the free order, the things that it came with was a case. Maybe it's just an extra case, I don't know. And I think the other one's just kind of like a stand of some type. So again, moving on, this is the Unihertz Tank 2. This thing is heavy, you guys. This is a heavy, heavy, heavy phone. So there's the top, take that right off here. This is the phone, and oh my lord, you guys, look the size of that. And I have a Honor Magic 5 for reference, and it is quite a bit different. Now this is around a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so this is 3 times the battery size, hence why it's so thick. But we'll get off this side here. In there you get your screen protectors. So in that effect, you want to cover the screen. The screen is a 1080p plus. I believe it's 120 hertz, but when you use the projector and you project on the screen, your screen itself drops to 60 hertz. I don't really care, and I'm not expecting 120 hertz on the projector, which it's not. But it's nice to see they come with screen protectors if you need it. You got your manual. It's going to be in English and in Chinese. This is the, I want to say it's the company that makes it, or it's the company that sells it. Either way. And also in the box, you get your, looks like it's a USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and you get a 66 watt, obviously, like it says there, charger. So, you know, for $399 is probably too much for the phone itself, but what it comes with and the value it provides, especially if you're one of those people that don't really care about status and you just want a phone that works and has some bells and whistles that could benefit you out in the wild, I guess you could say. This could be a pretty nice phone, but let's peel it open here, and if I can figure out how to open this thing. It's big, guys. It is super, super big. It's heavy too. So we're gonna, not much to it. All right, so this is the phone. Now this thing is god awful thick and about 1.5 pounds. But there's your projector. You can kind of see the screen there. On this side, it looks like you got a, I don't want to break anything, but it looks like maybe your SD card slot, or I guess I can look in the manual here and see exactly what it is. That is the SIM card tray. You got your fingerprint and power button. And on the back, you got volume keys. And then these are your camping light buttons. I don't know if they, so you must have to have the phone on from the work or the battery's dead. But on the back, you have your camping lights, and they look like they're getting pretty dang bright. And then here's your cameras. And then there's the IR lights for the night vision camera. On the top, like I said, you've got your, it looks like it might even have an IR blaster. I don't know if that's true. A lot of things are going on for this. And then down here, so it's a tank, and it's built with like security in mind. And I am going to try to get this open at the bottom here. And there's your charging port, and it looks like headphone adapter. So you can see it's got that nice rubber seal so it doesn't get ruined. And then, like I said, that's your SIM card. I'm surprised you can't just pop it out. There you go. So there's your SIM and SD card. So you got dual SIM and SD card. Kind of nice. And then that's pretty much it. I mean, I'm gonna try to power it on, see if it's got any juice. You think with 15,000 milliamps, it's gonna start up. So this is where we're gonna stop on that. I'm gonna move this off to the side here, and I'm gonna try to pop open what else these free gifts were that it came with. It looks like just a real basic, you know, phone holder. Yeah, so so it's actually kind of nice, but you can hear the clicks, and then you just do this. I don't know if it could be something you could do when the projector's on. Yeah, it's a little too heavy for that. It'd be nice if you could strap it down and use it as a projector holder, but either way, it looks like, oh, I guess you could. You can kind of bounce it down a little bit and then just use that to hold it off the table a little bit to keep it nice and cool, and then your projector will face that way. So one free gift is just little stand, which could be nice for a lot of other things too, and any phone, like I assume. And then here, I'm going to assume is the case. So again, does not come packaged with a case like most of their phones do, but this company on AliExpress, I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in a device like this. You can kind of pick up this version, but here is the case. It's not much to it. I'm going to stop the video there. I'm going to log in and I'm going to see if we can get a video going, see what the projector actually looks like. So hang in there. All right, guys, so I'm back. I'm going to try to do another video here. This is the projectors on, and this is the settings you see on. Screen orientation, brightness, keystone correction, and output style. So that's the only settings you have with the projector. So I'm going to assume for focus and stuff, you just have to move closer and further away. So I'm going to try to get around here. My camera's kind of acting funny. It's not good at filming, so I'm at 24 frames, but you can see that the projector is on. And then I'm going to just kind of zoom up, and you're going to see what I'm seeing on my screen here. Now those lines you see are not from the projector. It's just the camera that I'm shooting with. But those are the settings. That's how it kind of portrays it. I'm going to pause this real quick, and then I'm going to get a YouTube video on it so you guys can see what it looks like when it's playing video. All right, so I got the video up. This is a video of mine. You can see as I scroll up, it's on there. I'm going to go ahead and push play on the phone here, and you can see things are moving. Again, those lights, that white flashing you see right there, that is not coming off the projector. It's not visible to the naked eye. That's just how the camera picks it up. But you can see it works. And there's the sound. You can kind of hear it. It's turned up almost all the way. I don't sense the stereo speakers, but there you guys go. So, you know, you fire this baby up on the camp. You get a tent. You're out camping. You want to watch some few YouTube videos, maybe some Netflix, some Hulu. This will mirror that screen. It'll mirror video games, anything like that. And it's 720p. All right, so I showed you the projector, which is got acceptable output. You guys remember, it's a projector shoved into a camera or into a phone. It's not going to be fantastic, but it's good enough for kids. The other thing is you got these big lights. Now, holding the one button down will turn on this side, which is the bright LED, and this is the warm, and there's red and blue, so you could mimic like a police car, which is totally illegal here in the US. But so you have here, you have your warm and cold LEDs, your explosion flash, SOS, and then you can do half full bright, half bright, slight bright. So opposite slight bright, and then that's the top one, it's super bright, and then you put the warm one on, and there's the warm one below, and you can turn them off and stuff like that. So that's what that is. Explosion flash is just kind of like, you know, trigger warning, I guess. SOS mode is just flashing. And then going out of this tool, you go to the warning stimulator. Now it says here, don't do this when you're on cops. It even plays sirens, and it's got a cop car. We turn it on. I mean, don't ever do this when you're driving to try to mimic a cop or any law enforcement. That will definitely get you guys in trouble. But this has been a quick look at the Tank 2 with projector, 15,000 milliamp hour battery, you know, quick charging. It does support LTE, so this did come from China, and it does have Google Play services installed, so that's something. It came with 47% battery, and I had it playing a video for about a minute and playing with the lights, and it's at 45%, so the battery's going to last forever. It's not going to be a powerhouse with the Helio 99 MediaTek processor, but like I said, it is there is I guess there could be a use for this. You're going camping and you want to have lights, you want to have video, and you know, you're out hiking, you get stranded or side of the road, you can put this out, and you know, you can, not the cop lights, but you can flash the warm and bright LED lights back and forth, get someone's attention. I think the cop light thing is more for just craps and giggles, I guess you could say. But this is the Tank 2, $399, AliExpress from China with Google Play services. If you're interested, check the link in the description below. Catch you next time.